Welcome to Mystical Messages. I am Hilary Harley, your podcast host. I am an astrologer and soul guide. Mystical Messages is your podcast gateway to discover and learn about the realm beyond the veil, including all things intuitive, metaphysical, and the healing arts. Today, I am so delighted to bring you my monthly astrology forecast. We will be breaking down the astrology for the month of March 2022. So, we are now in the month of March, which is ruled by Neptune and Pisces, the god of the oceans and of the sky. So lots of water abounding. And I have consequently titled this forecast, Take Me to the River. Because as cosmically happens, occasionally most of the planets cluster in just a few signs. And March 2022 is one such time when 8 out of 10 planets gather in only 3 signs for most of the month. The effect of this directs our energy and a particular area of life. In this case, the final 3 signs of the zodiac, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Together, these 3 signs comprise the last quarter of the zodiac. The last quarter of the horoscope or zodiac has to do with the greater good. Thus, we find ourselves focusing on concerns beyond our immediate needs, beyond our beings and self, past our jobs, and yes, even our families, and we point toward the collective, how our actions affect others, perhaps everyone combined. This energetic thrust is practical, humanitarian, innovative, and benevolent. And I think we can all agree that we certainly know by now what does not work. So it is time to try something completely different, and yes, maybe even radical, to reach across what divides us, to find common ground, to achieve greater understanding, to realize that what bothers and bogs us down also probably bothers and bogs others down. What impacts me impacts you, in short. March offers breakthrough, innovative, and inventive energy, as well as useful and visionary tools to solve long-standing problems. And we couldn't have a better cosmic stretch to tackle the big stuff in our lives, because March is the halfway point of an unusual 3-month planetary all-clear. This means that every single planet right now is cycling forward motion, not even disturbed by a single eclipse. So, what does this clear energy mean for you? It means, in a big way, it is go time. And March really does come roaring in on day 1. This month opens with Venus and Mars tightly conjoined to powerhouse Pluto in sturdy Capricorn. Can you say drive? We have ambition to spare right now. And it's not all about ego either. This is quintessentially bare bones energy. Venus governs our skills, talents, and wallet. Mars is our initiative. Pluto, Mars' bigger sibling, triggers our desire. Packed together, this trio does not mess around. They say there's no time to waste. In Capricorn, they keep a very firm eye on the scoreboard, and they ask, do you have what it takes to go the distance? Is this endeavor of yours something that will stand the test of time? Is it worthy of you? Is your pursuit worth the currency of your life, your time, energy, and yes, money? Meanwhile, Messenger Mercury pairs with Taskmaster Saturn in Aquarius. Mercury shines in this connective sign, proving that truly anything can be accomplished when we put our minds to it. Aquarian Thomas Edison, still the record holder of the most patents ever created, is a testament to this, as are Oprah Winfrey and Abraham Lincoln. Different as they are from each other. So what do they have in common? Well, they're all connectors. They link us all together in a way that we never have been before, through innovation, connectivity and the airwaves, and humanitarian efforts. They know what benefits them benefits all. And then, to the title of my blog, Take Me to the River, there is Pisces, where generous Jupiter, the Sun, and dreamy Neptune are now cycling. Go big or go home, they inspire. How big can you dream? And what does your soul have to say about the matter? It's time to check in with it. This is one grand visionary force. Music, water, dreams, the collective unconscious connote that we are in fact one and the same body, bound by and to each other, the animal kingdom and the elements. Together, the combination of practicality, Capricorn, innovation, Aquarius, and vision pull us individually and as a group out of the past and into new terrain. In short, we progress, we evolve, we grow. Enter the new moon. In Pisces, sandwiched between the Sun and generous Jupiter, this new moon on Wednesday, March 2nd, is an invitation to dream. So put on some music, maybe something you haven't listened to in a while or ever before. Handwrite 3 to 5 intentions that you seek to manifest over the coming month, season, or year. What is it that you desire? The force is with you big time right now. We are living in a landmark moment. Nothing is as it was before, and anything is truly possible. The future is ripe with every imaginable opportunity. And imagine is a key word for this Piscean new moon. It says, we are only limited by our imaginations. So who do you want to be? Do that. Become her. Reinvent yourself from the inside out. Mars and Venus guide the way as they shift into Aquarius on Sunday, March 6th. Radically individual, this don't fence me in energy pushes us to be every inch ourself with a capital S, regardless of what anyone else says. Use this unabashedly unique force to design how you want to live. The only constructs are those you confine yourself to. Think about that. So it is vital to give yourself permission to live outside of the box that others or you have put yourself in. Venus and Mars rule relationship and drive. Different, unusual to you people and ideas will surface now. Give them a whirl. Give them a try. What can happen? Connect to and network with groups. Try anything once. You never know what breakthroughs might occur if you do. Thursday, March 10th, Messenger Mercury turns into dreamy Pisces, joining Neptune, Jupiter, and the Sun. We are in the flow of the river now. You can fight against the tide or current, or surrender and see where it takes you. I suggest surrendering. Ask yourself, do you really have the amount of energy it takes to hold back the tide, to push against the unrelenting current? And why would you want to anyway? With 7 out of 10 planets in either Aquarius or Pisces guiding us toward the answers we seek, curiosity and wonder are key now. Lately, one aspect in extremely short supply is wonder, to allow for the element of surprise. Our divisions sprout from staunch certainty that we are right, that we have all of the answers, that we know it all, that there can be no other way to be or do or live. Instead, mid-March prompts us to be curious about what's around the river bend. That perhaps if we allow time and nature to gently lead us, we might just arrive at an infinitely finer solution or destination than we could ever imagine, much less contrive by ourselves. After all, how big is the ocean? How big is the sky? How big can you dream? Infinitely. The days leading up to the Virgo full moon on Friday, March 18th will push our buttons to flow with ingenuity. We can feel the wheels of innovation churn, grinding against each other, sparking solutions. Venus and Mars in Aquarius challenge change agent Uranus in earthy Taurus. This energy poses two alternatives: to either dig our heels in and resist the possibilities at hand, or open up to greater what-ifs, such as, what if we said yes instead of no? What if we took a risk and maybe risked being disliked, or worse, thought of being different instead of always conforming, most likely to someone else's rules or preferences? What if we spent our time, talents, and treasure differently instead of shutting the lid on new ideas and resource investment? Our guide here is the Virgo full moon. She says, control what you can, while the 4 planets in Pisces opposite the moon say, let the rest go. Let go and let God, Goddess, Source, Spirit, your soul. Your soul knows the way. Step out from behind the curtain of your ego, which perpetually and loudly claims to know it all, when actually, though, your better, wiser, higher self knows, in fact, that there are other ways altogether of being. It's time to flow with the river of your soul. Just a few days later, the spring equinox heralds the arrival of a new and brighter season on Monday, March 21st. In the Northern Hemisphere, we begin emerging from reflective wintertime. As the sun moves into fiery Aries, followed by messenger Mercury on the 27th, our will, thoughts, and words courageously leap into action. We know now exactly what to do. We are the architects of our deepest dreams. Go now and do. That brings me to the end of this episode of Mystical Messages. Please join me again in 2 weeks when I am so delighted to host the multi-talented healer Carol Lee on the next episode of Mystical Messages podcast. Carol is a Sufi healer who offers an array of modalities for healing, particularly resistant physical, emotional, and mental health concerns. Please join our conversation as Carol shares her own journey to health and wellness and now helps others find relief. Tune in on Friday, March 11th to Mystical Messages to hear our discussion. Thank you so much for joining me on today's show. I wish you blessings as you journey forward.